Ahoy there, me old hearties. Where's the camera? There? Yeah. I'm fitting a bilge pump, electric bilge pump. I've just been and got all the stuff for it, or I hope it's all the stuff for it. So it should be a little 10-minute job that's going to take 8 hours. So what I'll do is I'll show you where the manual ones come out. Hi. Yeah. Here is the hosey stuff and clampy stuff and a new through hull. The manual ones come out here, which is a bit weird because they sort of come out and squirt into here and then go off down the back and off the back of the boat, which isn't exactly ideal, but I'm going to replicate it because it's the easiest way of doing it. So I'm going to have to come in here, up here, drill some new holes in there, and then run the wire through cable thing down through there. This is a manual one that I've got, but it won't self-prime for some reason. I need to effect repairs on that at some point. It's not now though. And then there's another one inside that's an absolute ball ache to use, so I'm not using that. So yeah, that's today's project. I think I'm going to start with the through hull and running the hose back into the boat, figuring out where it's all going to go, and then carry on from there or something. I don't know. I've never done this before. Okay, so the wind was too bad in this bit for me to actually do the sound straight off. So I just set the camera up. This is actually 2 days later because I got absolutely wiped out with a boat of you do not want to know what, which isn't fun on a boat. So basically, what I'm doing here is just going through and emptying all of the locker in preparation for fitting the through hull fitting. I'm still not well, I'm exhausted, so you'll have to excuse my lackluster tone. So there's a problem in this aft cocker aft locker in that there's been some paint spilled in it or something like that, so everything in it is like covered in this white non-set horrible gunky stuff, so that's why everything's going into a bucket and then a second bucket. I'll stick the camera in there in a little minute and show you. Yeah, but basically I'm weighing up where the through hull goes and stuff like that, which turned out to be completely and utterly unnecessary because well, you'll see later in the video. But yeah, it was nice to get in the locker and see what was in there and give me the opportunity to clean it all out. So let's have a look inside. Hi, I can talk again. Still ill. Right, so partway through undoing all this gubbins, talk about where the pipe's going. I'm rough. So as you can see under here, this is nice fell down. This is where the two manual bilge pump doodads got out into the cockpit locker, then up to the drains and stuff. So you can get into here. So it must go along the bottom of here, and it comes into here because this is the other manual bilge pump in here, which means you must be able to get from here into the bilge. So I'm going to start the pipe in the bilge and run it outside up to the back, because I asked for 6 meters of pipe. I don't think it is 6 meters, but we'll see. So if there's a break in it, I'd rather it be at that end, because what I'll do is just put a check valve in it and extend it a bit. You can't really see me, can you? It's probably best for you, really. I hate being ill. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do next, which means I've got to basically destroy my bed, find somewhere to put all that, and generally faff. But yeah, next little project. Ahoy! I've suitably destroyed my boat. Bilge full of water because I've not pumped it out in ages, so that I can play with the new bilge pump. This is just the stuff out of this. This is underneath where I sleep. It's my other bilge pump. This is coming from the collapsible water tanks to the splitter for the 2 tanks. And then you've got the green hoses, which are the exits for the bilge pumps. And if you notice, there's that brown hose in there. I have no idea what that was for, so I've gone digging, and it leads itself up here and through there. And I was thinking, what the hell could that possibly be? And there's some wires there for something. But I've come to the conclusion it's probably a drain for the little cooler compartment fridge thing there. So if any condensation gets in that, it just runs down and drips to the bilge. That's what I'm going with. At first I thought, oh, it's got power cables, so it must have a bilge pump hidden in there somewhere that I didn't know about, but it's not. It's a drain, I think. I don't know what those wires are for. No doubt they'll break at some point and I'll have to find out, but that's a job for another day. So yeah, I'm going to... it looks like I actually need to go through the middle locker and out into the bilge, which is where those ones go. However, this one doesn't, so I may try and poke it through there, or I may go through there. I don't know. I'm just going to start like poking pipe. Don't say poking pipe. Just going to start doing stuff and see what happens and see where it takes me. So yeah, let's have a look. I think I've done a cunning plan. Yeah, so I think I was probably in the voiceover earlier would have explained why I can't come out of the original bilge pump exit places, and I'd have had to drill a new hole in the transom, which I'm not really happy about doing because it's a nice black transom and I've got a white through hole fitting, and I know that doesn't matter, but it's still frustrating. But there are ways around it. Anyway, blah 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 blah. I might be able to do this without running a new hose. Just looking at the setup. Outside bilge pump, inside bilge pump. That's actually the wrong way around, but whatever. With check valves. So, what I can do is, all I need to do is put a hose tail on this, down with a T-piece in it, or on this side, whichever way, and have one hose going into the bilge. It must have a check valve on, so, and then the other one going to the auto bilge pump. So the auto bilge will push it through up here, and it will go through the manual pump, which it can do. I've just spoke to somebody about it. And this check valve will stop anything coming this way, and then a check valve on this side, so that if I use the manual one, it will draw up that way. I need that check valve, otherwise if I put the automatic pump on, when it blows up, it'll just come out of the T-piece and back into the bilge and just create a nice loop. So yeah, I'm going to have a go at that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it to the internal one, which is the one that's a ball ache to get to because it's under my bed and stuff. So if I have a choice of using one, I'll always use the outside one. I may not even bother with a T-piece or anything and just sort of hook it up so the manual bilge pump isn't in use. And if anything ever happens where the auto pump fails and I need to be inside and pumping water, which is unlikely, it's most likely you're going to be want to be in the cockpit pumping water, especially with my use of the boat. But if that is a thing for whatever reason, all I need to do is lift this hatch up, pull the auto bilge pump off the end of this pipe and put the pipe in the water, and the manual one's back reinstated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test that, because that means I can take some pipe back and get some money back. I can take a through hole fitting back and get some money back, and that's money in the pocket. So new plan, hashtag boats, hashtag everything changes, hashtag social media stuff. Yeah, let's give that a whirl. This isn't its final form, okay? Don't shout at me because I need a reducer and stuff because of different pipes, but I've just put that one in that way there temporarily and put the pump in. I need to get them to the correct measurements, but it transpires I can pump out the bilge through the other bilge pump. So I don't need T-pieces and stuff like that. The manual one will still operate if needs be, and if it stops operating I can just pull the bilge pump off the end with one Jubilee clip. So let's just put it in and see what happens for the time being. Hi, it's hours later. I thought I had some 3-core wire, but I don't. And I need to run 3-core wire for it so that I've got auto and manual. Yeah, so that's where it's going to live. I'm going to get a reducer. What I'm going to do is that check valve that's on it, I'm going to move up to in here by the bilge pump and put some more flexible hose on there. So that will sort that out. The bilge pump sucks through the thing. The wiring is going to go up where that water pipe goes up, come up into here, if you can see it. Stand by. Come up into here where the water tank is, and you can see this conduit here that I've been messing with. Come along this conduit, into this conduit, up through there, up into there. Blah blah blah, none of which I can do because the place is shut now. I can't get hold of any. The local place hasn't got any. So what I'm going to do is just wire it up to the battery and see if it actually works in this configuration. So that'll be that, and if I know that it works, then I'll go and buy the bits to do the proper stuff with it. So I'll just connect it up with some connectors. Basically just chuck the wires on the battery terminal and see if it'll actually pump out, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, that'll be the head and tails of it. It's a quick and dirty episode this week. I've been ill. Okay, I'm on my phone because I've put the other camera outside so you can see it squirting out, and hopefully I can. I've just hooked the wire up. I've just clipped the thingy on with the doodad, so I'm gonna chuck this on here and we should know if it's gonna work or not. Oh, it appears to be pumping. I mean, empty bilge. Now I can set the positioning down. I didn't want to submerge the pump, and then it'll get all of the water out. Yeah, so as a proof of concept, it works. So now I need to get some 3-core wire, connect it all up properly and get the switches in. But effectively, yeah, we'll see you next time.